Now it promises to sexually enhance areas of the body few will ever see.
Let me call you back on that. Just let me know. Can you email me if we get a new...
Violet Estrada is already beautiful and looks much younger than her 37 years.
Can you email me if we get a new order in?
But recently, the working mother of two sought out the most private of makeovers to give her sexual self-confidence a lift.
I had 2 kids. The first one weighed 10 pounds. And my daughter weighed 12 pounds, and that one was basically, what destroyed, my whole vaginal area.
Like many women after childbirth, Violet found the muscles of her vaginal canal had stretched, which among other things made sex less enjoyable.
A lot of people say, well, just live with it. But it's part of a woman that needs to be addressed.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing? Good.
Violet turned to Beverly Hills plastic surgeon Dr. David Matlock for a pioneering laser technique that rebuilds vaginal walls.
Actually going in through the lining so I can get to the muscles and support tissues and tighten them and bring them back together to give them optimum support.
For Violet, the procedure made a dramatic difference in her sex life.
It was so different. It felt like, like the first time. I didn't feel like I had kids.
Hey, girl. How are you? Good. Are you ready for Girls' Night Out? Yes, I'm ready. You gotta help.
Well, this is a new start for my life. I feel like a new woman. It's something psychological more than anything. I'm so happy.
And Violet is not alone. More than 1,000 women had vaginoplasties done in 2006.
I think people have come to regard cosmetically enhanced sex appeal as a given of modern life.
With a woman in LA, she had everything on her body done, and I said, so why do that? And she said, well, I have lovers, so they'll see it. But also I don't want the rest of me to look like Dolly Parton and that to look like Willie Nelson, if you know what I mean.
And it's not just women who are seeking out genital makeovers. A growing number of men are eagerly going under the knife for penile enlargement.
The forces that drive women to get vaginal rejuvenation or men to try and enlarge their penises, it's the same thing. It's this feeling of, I'm not adequate the way I am. I'm not measuring up to a certain ideal.
1.5 inches of thickness can be added using dermal matrix grafts made from processed cadaver skin.
If there was a penile enlargement surgery that was as easy as breast augmentation, I am quite positive that just as many men would be out getting that.
41 Charlie, take one and rolling.
Action.
And now, time for the show.
The demand for genital makeovers is on the rise, thanks in part to the proliferation of pornography, which allows people to compare their sex organs to the stars.
Pornography has so saturated American culture that we take a lot of the images of pornography and have inculcated them into our own lives.
We can match our genitals to somebody else's, a porn star. I want to look like her.
But new breakthroughs go beyond perfecting sex organs to improving sex itself. The latest innovation is G-spot amplification.
I take a human engineered collagen source and then I will inject it and augment it. I'm making it bigger.
For women on the cutting edge, like Violet, taking advantage of advancements like the G-shot is a no-brainer. And on Girls' Night Out, she's spreading the word.
Would your husband like it if you got the G-shot? I know my fiance would love it, so. Yeah, I'm sure that he would.
Why can, a Playboy bunny go and do that? But, a wife can't do that? Everybody has sex.
With all of this merging of sex and technology and relationships, we are in such a time of change, and it's too hard to see from the inside where we are now where it's going to go.
Cheers to the Girls' Night Out. Yeah, to the Girls' Night Out.
Coming up, as cosmetic technology continues to advance at breakneck speed, just how will we be wired for sex in the future? The desire to enhance sexuality has long driven high-tech breakthroughs in cosmetic procedures, and vice versa. But now advances are happening faster than ever before, and the future promises plastic perfection in ways yet to be imagined.
There will come a point when we say, cosmetic surgery? You mean you sliced open your breasts and put plastic bags inside? That's crazy! And we will look back at cosmetic surgery as a kind of medieval torture technique.
Science is already attempting things once thought to be science fiction.
We will be able to say, I want firmer breasts using my own tissue, and I'll use X stem cells that I've stored at Y doctors, to grow that tissue.
Soon, the ideal parts people admire may be theirs with a quick call to the lab.
The standard body parts that we'll be able to order, at least first, will be like the Angelina Jolie's lips and Jennifer Aniston's nose.
This bioengineered hotness could help people attract mates, but as things stand now, their children may reveal the ugly truth behind their carefully concealed traits.
We will see a kind of strange future where couples are going to have to come clean about what their nose really looks like. The kid is born with big ears and a big nose, and the mother's like, I forgot to tell you, honey, about, I had that autoplasty when I was 10, and I got my eyes done, and I had my nose made into this little ski jump.
But the medical industry may soon have a solution for that problem as well, allowing people to improve the appearance of their offspring while they're still in the womb, using genetic engineering.
To the extent to which we come to think of flesh, human flesh, as a designable medium, that includes our children. So there's a danger, I think, to design children in a kind of normalized image.
In an Orwellian future, we'll be able to choose genetic properties that we want our children to have, and we will see that kind of ability, which goes far beyond cosmetic surgery, but into the sort of nether reaches of genetic therapy.
In the 21st century pursuit of perfection, there are few limits to what technology can do. Modern cosmetic surgery has made it cheaper and easier for anyone to attain sex appeal. It has even enhanced sex itself. Where high-tech cosmetic procedures go next will be determined by how far people are willing to go to get wired for sex.